इस वीडियो में मैं क्लास 10th के साइंस के इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट्स के प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस करूंगा। इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के कुछ प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस। पहले, a piece of wire of resistance capital R is cut into 5 equal parts. एक रेजिस्टेंस की वायर को जिसका रेजिस्टेंस कैपिटल आर है उसको 5 बराबर टुकड़ों में काटा जाता है। These parts are then connected in parallel when the equivalent resistance is। तो आपको ये बताना है कि इसका रेजिस्टेंस क्या होगा। सेकंड क्वेश्चन है, the electric bulb is rated 220 volt and 100 watt. What it is operated on when it is operated on 110 volt, then the power consumed, यानी कि कितनी पावर कंज्यूम की जाती है जब इसको 110 वोल्ट से कनेक्ट किया जाता है। थर्ड क्वेश्चन, the conducting wire of the same material and equal length and equal diameter are first connected in series and then parallel in the circuit across the same potential difference. What is the ratio of two equivalent resistance? The conducting wires, यानी कि दो वायर्स हैं। How voltmeter is connected in the circuit? Voltmeter circuit में कैसे कनेक्ट किया जाता है? Next, copper wire of diameter 0.5 mm, resistivity 0.000016 ohm meter. What should be the length of the wire to make the resistance of 10 ohm? पहला, when a 12 volt battery is connected to the unknown resistance, give the current of 2.5 milliampere, find out the value of resistance। यानी कि दोनों क्वेश्चन में एक पार्ट में length निकालनी है और दूसरे में रेजिस्टेंस निकालना है। नेक्स्ट, if the battery of 9 volt is connected to 2 ohm, 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm, 0.5 ohm and 12 ohm resistance connected in series, find out the current passing through the 12 ohm resistance। Next, how many 176 ohm resistance are required to maintain the current of 5 ampere through the volt of 220 volt? There three resistance of 6 ohm each. How will you connect the resistance to give 9 ohm और 4 ohm equivalent resistance? ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट और बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है कि तीन रेजिस्टेंस है 6 ओम के और उनको किस तरीके से कनेक्ट किया जाए कि एक बार 6 ओम का 9 ओम का रेजिस्टेंस है और दूसरी बार 4 ओम का रेजिस्टेंस आए। दोनों ही केसेस बताने हैं आपने। हाउ मेनी लैंप्स टू बी कनेक्टेड टू फ्लो to connected of 440 watt 220 volt such that 5 ampere current flows through it। अच्छा है, न्यूमेरिकल कंसेप्ट्स हैं और यहां पर न्यूमेरिकल ही सबसे ज्यादा आते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 8, हाउ मेनी बल्ब्स ऑफ 220 वोल्ट एंड 10 watt is connected in parallel to 220 volt mains to produce the current of 5 ampere? Second part है इसका, a hot plate having a two resistance of 24 ohm each, यानी कि एक हॉट प्लेट है जिसके में दो रेजिस्टेंस है 24 ohm each, कैन बी यूज सेपरेटली आइदर सीरीज और पैरेलल, दोनों में, is connected to 220 volt main. Find out the current in all the cases. Next, compare the power of 2 ohm resistor each case. First, 6-volt battery in series with 1 ohm resistor. Second, 4-volt battery in parallel and 12 ohm and 2 ohm resistor. Next, question number 10. What is the current flowing through the circuit when two bulbs of 10 watt, 100 watt and 220 volt and 6 watt and 220 volt connected in parallel? यानी कि दो बल्ब हैं, एक 100 वॉट का, एक 60 वॉट का, इन दोनों को पैरेलल कनेक्ट किया गया. What is the energy consumed if 250 watt TV is used for 1 hour and toaster 120 watt used for 30 minutes? यानी कि इसमें एनर्जी निकालनी है. तो पहले में करंट निकालना है पहले पार्ट में और दूसरे में एनर्जी निकालनी है. ओके, नेक्स्ट, गिव रीजंस. रीजन बताने हैं. टंगस्टन इज यूज्ड फॉर द फिलामेंट इन द बल्ब. क्यों? Electric iron bread toaster has conductor of alloy. Next, C. A series arrangement of current is not used in the domestic wiring. क्यों नहीं किया जाता? D. Relation of resistance and area of cross section of the conductor. Next, copper or aluminum wires are used in electricity transmission. Next, F. Relation of power and potential difference. G. Electric bulb is filled with which inactive gas? Next, H. The fuse is connected in live wire. Next, question number 11. A charge of 15 coulomb flows in 1 minute. Find out the current flowing through it. What is the cost at the rate of 3 rupees per unit when a heater of 800 watt is operated for 6 hours a day for 3 days? Find out the equivalent resistance of 10 ohm, 15 ohm and 5 ohm resistance connected in parallel. Draw the graph of Ohm's law and explain it. Question number 12. The nichrome of wire of length L of radius R has a resistance of 10 ohms. How is the resistance changes when the length of the wire is made double? यानी कि अगर लेंथ को डबल कर दिया जाता है, और if the radius is made double, अगर रेडियस को डबल कर दिया जाता है. Next, question number 13. The three resistors 5 ohm, 10 ohm, 15 ohm is connected in series with the battery of 30 volt. Draw the circuit diagram with ammeter and voltmeter. Find out the current passing through the 10 ohm resistor. Next, question number 14. The electric iron rated 840 volt to 360 watt if connected to 220 volt. Find out the resistance in minimum and maximum condition. Next, a bulb of 200 volt, 100 watt. Calculate the resistance of the bulb if 5 such bulbs are connected for 4 hours. Find the unit consumed and cost at the rate of rupees 4 per unit. Calculate the area of cross section of a wire of length 625 mm, resistance of 4 ohm and resistivity is 5 times 0, 48 ohm meter. Next, question number 16. An electric lamp connected to 4 ohm resistance in series such that the current flowing is 0.25 ampere through a battery of 6 volt. Drive the expression of the combination of resistance and parallel two lamps of 40 watt and 220 volt and 100 watt and 220 volt is connected in parallel. Calculate the resistance, comma, current and the energy of the circuit. Next, the two resistors of 10 ohm and 15 ohm are connected with 12 volt battery. Find the minimum and maximum current flowing in different conditions. Next, what is the difference between AC and DC circuit? Write the frequency and graph. Question number 20. Write the three important features of domestic electric supply lines with reference to voltage, wire color, and combination of circuit. What is overloading and short circuiting? ये क्वेश्चन मिक्स करके दिए हुए हैं मैंने. हाँ. Next, in the given figure, calculate the power consumed in watts in the resistor 2 ohm. ये सर्किट दिया हुआ है, इसमें 2 ओम की वायर में कितना पावर कंज्यूम हुआ है. ये क्वेश्चन 2024 में आया है. डिफाइन इलेक्ट्रिक पावर. राइट द रिलेशन ऑफ V and R. The electric is designed to work at 220 volts. It consumes 11 unit of energy in 5 hours. Then find the power rating. Next, electric current drawn and resistance. ये भी 2024 का क्वेश्चन है. Drive the expression of resistivity and its SI unit. The resistance of 3-meter long wire of is 660 ohm if the cross section area is 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter square. Calculate the resistivity. State how the resistivity affects its if the length of the wire is double. ये पहले भी पूछा जा चुका क्वेश्चन है. Next, use of Ohm's law to determine the potential difference across three resistors as shown in the figure. Draw the graph of three different resistors of 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm showing their slopes. मैं क्वेश्चंस आपको मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट्स की क्वेश्चंस जो प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस हैं उसके बारे में डिस्कस करता हूं. Where is the magnetic field near a long straight wire? What is the phenomena of electromagnetic induction? Second, name the device used for producing electric current. Is generator, motor or galvanometer? Next, what is the main difference between AC generator and DC generator? Next, what happens about the current at the time of short circuiting? When does it take place? Write the three sources of magnetic field. Next, how does solenoid behave like a magnet? How the North Pole and South Pole is determined in. Draw the label diagram of electric motor and explain the principle of motor and its working and uses. Question number 6. A coil of insulated copper wire is connected to a galvanometer. What happens to when a bar magnet is pushed into the coil, withdrawn inside withdrawn from inside the coil remain stationary in the coil. यानी कि अगर एक कॉइल है, कॉइल के अंदर कोई गैल्वेनोमीटर पर क्या इफेक्ट पड़ता, अगर कोई मैग्नेटिक बार जो है उसके अंदर ले जाई जाती है, बाहर निकाली जाती है और रुक जाती है उसी के अंदर, कॉइल के अंदर, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है, ये आपने बताना। State the rule by which the direction of the magnetic field is determined. Next, determine the magnetic field produced around the straight current carrying conductor. Next question, the force experienced by the current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field which is perpendicular to it. Next, current induced in the coil due to the rotation of the magnetic field. ये भी बताना है. The two circular coil A and B are placed close to each other at each other. If the current in the coil in A is changed, will there be any effect on B? Next, explain the principle of generator and its working with diagram. What is the angle between the current and magnetic field for the maximum current if in the straight current carrying conductor? Explain the Fleming right hand rule. List the properties of the magnetic lines of forces. Next, question number 12. Draw the magnetic lines produced around a current carrying straight conductor passing through the cardboard. How will the strength of the magnetic field changes? Next, when the point where the magnetic field is to be determined is moved away from the conductor and when the current flowing increases. यानी कि कहने का मतलब यह है कि एक स्ट्रेट करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर में जो जिस पॉइंट पर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड को डिटरमाइन किया जाता, अगर उस पॉइंट को कंडक्टर से दूर कर दिया जाए या फिर करंट की मात्रा बढ़ा दी जाए तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड पर क्या फर्क पड़ेगा या असर पड़ेगा. स्टेट द मैक्सवेल राइट हैंड थंब रूल. Magnetic field increases magnetic field line closes to the axis of the current carrying loop. As we move away from the center of the loop, we observe the lines keep on diverging. Why it is so? Next, explain the effect of the magnetic field produced at a point in a current carrying circular coil. When amount of a current is increased, the distance from the point increases or increase the number of turns. Show that a current carrying conductor experiences the force when placed in the magnetic field. Next, question number 16. Draw the magnetic lines of bar magnet. Why the two magnetic lines do not intersect each other? Next, the two coils P and Q are wounded over the same iron core. The coil P is connected to the battery and the coil Q is connected to the galvanometer. What happens? The current in the coil P started by and closed by. Second, the current continues to flow in the coil P. Third, current in the coil P stopped, and give the reasons for your answers. Next, question number 18. Why do magnetic lines do not intersect each other? ये क्वेश्चन 2024 में पूछा गया है. Draw the magnetic lines represented. State the Fleming's left hand rule. Explain the direction of force if the current moves in AB. placed in the uniform magnetic field, ये फिगर में दिया हो, what will happen when the electron enters the same field along the direction AB? Next, question number 19. ये दिया हुआ है फिगर में, that is the pattern is given in the magnetic field produced inside the correct सोलोनॉइड. इसमें सोलोनॉइड में चलने वाली मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कौन सी है, ये आपको बताना है. अब नेक्स्ट जो है लाइट और लाइट के क्वेश्चंस, जो प्रीवियस ईयर के क्वेश्चंस हैं उसके बारे में मैं डिस्कस करूंगा. पढ़ते रहिएगा, इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस है. वंस अगेन बेस्ट ऑफ लक.